Yo, what's good, yo? This your boy Solo, and this is what is a 9 to 5 podcast where I interview dope people that do dope things and ask them about, where they job and their job experiences from like a dope perspective or their perspective. And by now, I don't like to introduce people, so I let them introduce themselves, and this is the part where I let them introduce themselves.
What's going on, man? I got so many nicknames. I go by Jonathan, John, Jay, whatever you want. John Wick if you a Crip. Pretty laid back dude, man. And we here to get some questions answered.
Where you heard. So, before, the first thing that we do, well, the first question I ask anyway, what does a 9 to 5 mean to you?
Oh man, like I don't think I've ever worked a traditional like 9 to 5 job where I'm up in the morning, I'm getting shit going, and then I'm out with traffic. So like a 9 to 5 for me is like a stepping stone, and that's based off of everybody has their own situation. Like a 9 to 5 to me is like I get up, I go to work, but that's not where my dream stops. Like I'm gonna do that 9 to 5, but I'm gonna go home and take care of my business too.
All right, so what was your last 9 to 5 that you had?
Oh man, last 9 to 5. It's probably when I was bartending. Like I would go in the morning at the airport. I was working at LaGuardia at the time. I go in there as like a server bartender, and I'm out by like 7 o'clock.
So all right. So when you was bartending, how was the vibe like when you was bartending? How was like the climate?
It was wild. Like the bar that I had at the airport was right next to the Miami gate. Mm-hmm. So people are either going into Miami trying to get lit before their flight, or as soon as they hop off, they say, "Shit, we back to New York. Go grab a drink." So it was chill vibes. Everybody was there to get lit. Legit.
Oh yeah. That actually sound fire. I didn't even know it. But when you a bartender, right? Did you need your license for that?
I probably should have, but not with that.
Oh,
company.
word. But,
I learned as I went.
All right, so but how like when you mix it? So what is exactly bartending? Is it like mixed drinking and
mixed drinks? You got people who like their shit straight, just over some ice. But when I started bartending, I went from like serving, never bartended before. I had somebody come to me and was like, "Yo, let me get a screwdriver." Bro, a screwdriver is out like vodka and orange juice. I was like, well, I don't know what the fuck that is, so I'm running around trying to find out what the fuck a screwdriver is.
So how did they come up with the names for the drink, if you know?
I think that they didn't have any specific things at that bar because it was more of like a corporation. So they followed the drink styles that people had brought up. So your Negronis, which is your typical drinks that you'll go up to any bar and grab, and they'll know how to make it.
All right, so that sounds like that sound lit though. By the Miami gate though, bro. Yeah, right by the Miami gate. So what was one of the most memorable? Let me see. Memorable experiences. I'm split into two. Memorable experiences and I guess the wildest drink that you made.
It actually goes into one. Like before you even finished it, I had this group of girls that were flying out to Miami, and we couldn't sell drinks before a certain time. Mm-hmm. So they came to me on the side like, "Hey, let me get X, Y, and Z." And then the other one was like, "Oh, I don't know what to get." So I just made like a Cosmo, but like on rocks. So you got your vodka, your now I forgot because I ain't been bartending, but you add all that shit in there and mix it over some rocks. Mm-hmm. And bro, I made like $350 that day straight cash because they were tipping. They would thank you so much. Like $350 from just them alone.
But it's a tip based job though, right?
Yeah, it's tip based. The company I work for, they paid for you. Like I made a decent amount of money, so I didn't make like the $7 or the minimum wage that they try to serve outside of the airport. Mm-hmm. But you profit more is from the tips and shit.
Word. So if you came in, so would you go back to bartending?
I would if it was my own establishment. Like if it's my own storefront that I want, I'd pop it and I'd bartend there. But to do it for somebody else, probably not.
Okay. So why'd you leave?
Bartending, or like I left the bartending scene.
The bartending,
for, promotion actually. I bust my ass. I was killing shit. I got offered a promotion into management, and I grabbed that shit and just grew up with it.
Okay. So let me ask you this. So what's the part, like what's from your perspective, what don't we see from bartending? Like from my perspective, it's like I just mix drinks and pour it in there. Or maybe that's all that it is to it.
It's that's all it is to it from the bartender's point of view. I mean, we we'll bullshit with you. If we see you too lit, we're not giving you full pours. Like we'll please you, but we're not gonna like, all right, cool. This nigga had a whole shot. I'm not gonna be able to give him 2 full shots.
So it's customer service.
Customer service, but also like we got to make sure that we're taking care of you. We can't have you sent out there and now you falling all over yourself. You can't get home.
But how do y'all know? You know what I'm saying?
Over time, you learn that shit. Like for me, if I jump into it right now and somebody's ordering drinks, I'm lit. I'm like, cool. He gonna tip me a whole bunch. Let me just keep. But that motherfucker won't tip you because he drunk. He done forgot to pay his bill. He out the door and now we fucked.
So it was a learn, like an experience type thing.
Yeah.
So it's like you learn it basically as you go because.
Word. You gotta learn it. You gotta pay attention, and that's like even when you're bartending this business, you running around, you're making these drinks, you're flustered. You still gotta pee into these people that are sitting by the bar, the people that are at the tables that you're serving. Because if you overserve them, 1, I got management down my back. 2, you leave and you get drunk. That's a lawsuit for the bar.
Mm.
So yeah.
So if I was drinking, I was drunk, and the bartender still gave me liquor, I go out, I max somewhere, I sue the bar.
You could sue the bar if you get drunk, you crash into somebody, and you remember like, oh well, I was drinking at this pot. Your lawyer's gonna come to us, serve us, and say, well, you got him intoxicated. That's why he did this, and now it's on you. Yeah. So but that's something that they teach you. Like you got to take the tap classes. You got to take the basic bartending classes. But it's like shit you do online, and you get your certification for it.
But that's kind of weird to me, though. I don't understand how they can sue you for that. Because what about if that person just didn't know handling liquor? Like, what about if he drunk, like, took a shot, and he wasn't intoxicated when he left, but he got in his car, he was intoxicated?
It's on us. Because
then they would get sued all the time, then.
They would.
They should be getting sued all the time.
All the time, yeah. But that's something that we, like, when I became in management, is we had to tell them, like, pay attention to what you're doing, because if this person leaves, and they tell their lawyer, oh, we just came from this bar over here, and that's where I got lit. It's clipped for that bar. They got to take that L.
Nah, but so what's the protection for the bar though, or the establishment? There has to be protection.
Yeah, it's the classes you take. You got to pay attention.
Nah, that's cap though, because there's no way you can stop that though.
You can't stop it, no. But the plan is to know that you're trained to do so.
That means you got to have a good ass lawyer if you have anything that sells alcohol.
You gotta be on top of
that. What's that thing that just opened up in New York? The little Ferry Island thing.
With the one on the water.
Yeah, has a liquor license thing there too.
They do. I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
That's why I always thought about that. Yeah, they do.
I booked tickets to go there.
When? Because that shit is booked, bro.
On the 7th, on a Monday, I picked a random Monday.
June.
Yeah.
Where
I got the 2 o'clock, like for 4 people. I just grabbed 4 tickets. That was the most you could grab.
What's it called again?
Little Island.
Yeah, Little Island, New York. It looked fire, like a thing on the water.
It's floating, but they got it on this pedestal, so you gotta look it up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Google that shit though. But that's crazy. That's still kind of weird with the bartending thing. So then you went to management after that.
Yeah, I took the leap into management.
So you managed a bar, like managing bars, or just managing in general, or just in general.
For that specific promotion, it was managing the bars and like a little marketplace where you grab and go. You got it was in the airport, so you know those little markets that you can grab shit, pay for, and hop on your plane. Yeah, I had that section there, and I had a full bar when I got the first promotion. Okay, and just managing. You still do the same shit as manager, like for me at least. Like I can't sit in the office and sit around. I got too much fucking energy. So
how do you like that management though?
Management's dope. Depending on where you are. Some companies appreciate the management team. Some people will use you as, your management, but you still got to go do this stuff over here because we can't hire to cover that position. But you're management, so you can cover that shit.
Am I getting paid for that?
I mean, you salary, man.
Nah, see that's where the finesse kick in.
Exactly. Word.
Nah, that's where they can. Nah. I need percentage now.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They swindle you like, you can get a bonus if your numbers are at this point, but if it's any lower, then we got to take some of that percentage out.
Yeah, so basically they just making money out if you're going extra hard, and that's all it sounds like.
Yeah. So, but depending on the company, man.
But you like management though.
I appreciate it. I think the way that I take management is I had one boss that I've ever had that kind of invested in my personal growth, and I take that, and that's why I apply to a lot of the people I hire 18, 19, fresh out of college now, or are in college and trying to figure out their life. So I try to be kind of that mentor that I had with homie.
So What's one of the it's one of the most favorite places that you manage?
Right now, actually, I'm at City MD.
Before you get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before that, -5, the ice bar in the city. That's
The ice
not
bar?
there anymore.
Yeah.
It's not there, but it was different. It was one of those tourist traps, for lack of better terms. Like you paying a bunch of money to get into this little room made out of all ice. You get your little ice glass, and then that's it. You can't
That's
take your
it?
phone in that shit. We take pictures for you. They charge you for the pictures when you leave. It's
So what are you managing then? I mean, obviously the people, I get that, but
it's the full business. So sometimes we'll have big events. Like we had an Alpha Kappa Alpha event there that they hosted.
oh, that's fine.
And we'll kind of work that. We'll hire staff for that event. We'll bring out food, drinks, and shit like that. And then you get the full ice bar experience.
Mm-hmm. What's the full ice bar experience?
Like you walk in,
you walk in, that's it. Like,
$75 to get in. With a faux fur mink coat. You woke up in there.
Did you keep the mink coat?
Nah, bro, you gotta put that shit back. Come on, man. $75 to get in there.
So
you go there, you get your little ice cup. Don't get me wrong. Like they make these cups, it's all ice, so you could drink it. You could, if you into eating ice, like you'll bite your glass and you got it. Don't do that shit though. It's fucking cold. So you go up in there, you pour your drink in the ice cup. You're sipping it. They got this actual fox fur. Sorry, Peter. Fox fur. That you can sit on the ice itself. Everything is sculpted out of ice, and that's what you pay for yourself.
Wait, so you go in there with the Frank Luke on, and you like to take the Frank off?
Yeah, bro, we take that shit off your back on the way out. Like, appreciate you.
That's a violation, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro. And they post that shit probably on Instagram, like, yo, my man, hello. Nah, that's crazy though. That's crazy. That's crazy, yo. Hold on. But yeah, the next thing I think that if my memory serves me correctly, you manage Hooters, right?
Yeah, word.
Yo, I need to know about Hooters, bro. Like, I gotta know about Hooters, bro.
What you want to know, bro?
yo. Alright, so Hooters, like, so.
I got cursed out by ladies for going into Hooters one day because apparently I'm the reason for hiring the girls and making them dress that way. At Hooters.
That mean like
bro, like there's
the company that been around X amount of years?
It's me, bro.
It's you, bro.
29 years, bro, but like it's me.
It was you, bro. I mean, if it was you, bro, salute, bro. Know what I'm saying? Like, but that's crazy though. That is wild though.
Yeah, word.
So
Hooters was dope, man. I met some really dope people there, from customers to employees. Some of them I still like speak to and check in with from time to time. But Hooters is Hooters. It's still a bar, bro. So people.
So is it more of a? I mean, it's probably super quick, but is it more of a bar or a restaurant, or would they be in the same thing? I don't know anything, but I don't know.
From the Hooters portion of it, it's gonna be a bar. Like sure we got food and whatnot, but you're not coming in for food. You'll probably come there.
Yo, I like the wings. Like the wings are fire. Yeah, like I remember
the wings are.
The wing was fire though,
but the whole company mindset is the woman first. So like you come there for the drinks.
But it's not 18 and older though. It's not. I seen little kids in there.
Yeah,
I mean, that's kind of. I mean,
you can bring your family and shit. But
yeah, like I seen like a little cat as B-Day there. Like, I'm like, yo,
nah.
That's like, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You kind of wilding, but I seen that, so that's why I didn't really understand. I don't know that whole. So I gotta be crazy though.
It's different.
So I wonder how like the safety classes is for Hooters though. It gotta be wild, bro.
In terms of what?
Like. It got it. Like when the employee of Hooters, like a hostess, when they take that class, that training class has to be max as hell, bro.
Nah, bro, we just pair you up with the girl that's been there for a while.
Nah, bro, nah, bro. Like when they gotta sit in front of like the old ass safety rules and shit like that.
I mean, yeah, they got the posters on the board, but like you, man, they don't hire just anybody. You got to be a certain figure, a certain shape.
I get that. I mean, what about the mentality though? Like, that don't even matter.
It don't, cause like some of the girls that I still speak with, like that's homies, bro. Like they.
I get that, but
like going in there, like as long as you're a Hooters girl, you got customer service, you're attractive, they're gonna bring you on.
Are they really security? Like, is it even security in Hooters?
Not the one I was at, bro. The reason
I'm only saying, like, I'm thinking about that in real time, though. Like, I'm like...
It's for, like, big events. When there's, like, big fights, the security will be just the guy in the kitchen that's the biggest dude, and we throw him in a shirt and, like,
yo, Hooters, y'all are crazy, bro. Salute the Hooters, though, man. The wings are still fire.
The wings are valid.
I haven't went to Hooters in years, though. But
go there and tip the girls, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the Hooters girls. Tip them. Make sure they
30% up.
Yo, like I was talking. I had the homie up here talking about tipping on the pod. I forgot which one it was, but I was like, yo, I'm not really a big tipper, bro.
Word?
But it's not because, I gotta say this again, it's not because of like, I think it's a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Because I don't trust nobody with my debit card. And like, I don't be having, I don't like carrying cash.
I feel you on that.
And that's the only reason though, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, damn. Like, unless I'm with a group of people that you gotta,
yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, word. I tip on the scale. Like I started 30%, and then like depending on service, but that's because of the industry I was in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm not in that. You know what I'm saying? Like so I'm like, nah, I can't. Like if I do tip, I do like got a mental check board. Like, alright, you know what I'm saying? Do they deserve this?
Word.
No, I'm not gonna say how much I give them, but do y'all deserve this? I'm not about to give y'all, but
no shade to the
they should get more money though.
The servers down the road, but yeah, if you see less than 30%, it's because your service was shit.
Nah, they should get more money though.
A little bit more money.
Yeah. So alright. So currently.
Oh man.
Yeah, where you at?
Fucking.
Wait, if you can say the name though.
Yeah, of course.
You say the name?
Fighting the pandemic at City MD. You know.
My City MD. Alright. Word. So.
Bro, my fucking job is like this, right?
Alright. So was you there before the pandemic?
I joined like right at the peak, like
right at the peak.
Like my birthday. I got a call for the job, like it's yours, and I took it for my birthday, like that was my gift.
So how was that shit?
Bro, I was in like, if not the busiest site in Brooklyn in Park Slope. We averaged at least 350 patients a day. Before that, what they were used to seeing like 100, 120 here and there for just regular sick visits. The day before Thanksgiving, we saw 505 patients. Like shit was reckless, bro. It's definitely a roller coaster. You've seen things dip down now, but bro, it was crazy.
Were they actually sick or just paranoid? And then one of the
mixture of both.
Mixture of both.
Yeah, mixture of both. People are scared. People who like even to this day, like last week, I had somebody say, "Hey, this is my first time outside. I just came to get tested." Like first time since last year, bro.
How old was he?
He's like 40s, 50s.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. If you up in that age, I don't knock that.
Yeah,
I don't really knock that. It's still kind of.
It's mind blowing to say like you've been inside for a year.
And honestly, if I had the luxury of having money, I would be inside, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, I would be inside because
I hear that.
I would be inside, but nah, it is crazy though. So what do you like? But working at City MD, do y'all do the vaccination there?
We did at one point. We pulled back for reasons. We stopped doing it. There's certain sites that are still doing it. But it's not as many sites anymore.
Did it change your perspective on getting a vaccination or not? Whatever, I'm saying, don't matter what you thought, but
I didn't get it initially. Like, I was all against it, and then I sat down with some of the doctors, some of my employees, and we had like a whole sit-down conversation for about half an hour.
But is it a personal sit-down, or was it just like a
personal? So we sat down, they spoke to me about it, because I was against it for a while, because, I'm black. There was so many things behind it that were telling me not to do it. And then I sat down with them, like some of my employees who got it themselves, some doctors who were against it and with it, and then I ended up getting it.
Okay. I don't know. It's a weird thing for me though, because it's a weird thing though. But they're gonna force everybody to get it though. Do you see from what you can say though, like? Do you think that they're basically going to make restrictions where everybody don't have to get it? That's what I think, though.
It's already gone that way. There's certain countries that will not let you in without a vaccination. There's certain countries that don't let you in at all. But without a vaccination, I know London is like, I had employees that had to cancel their trip because they weren't accepting nobody over there.
Yeah, but once they be like, you can't travel, it's over. Like, everybody getting a shot.
That's it. That's kind of like what it looks like it's going to.
So the City MD. How was the vibe at City MD though? I actually like pandemic peak now. Like, so how was it at pandemic the peak?
when I first joined the company, it was dope. We didn't really like kick in until maybe my third.
Actually, my fault. What is City MD? I forgot even ask.
It's urgent care. So when you don't want to go to a hospital, like we come, we take care of you. We try to get you in there, average like half an hour from check-in to check-out, and we'll tell you what's going on. If you need anything more, we'll send you to specialists. But if it's anything severe, like we work hand in hand with the hospitals. We'll call an ambulance for you if you need it, and we send you over there to kind of complete the visit.
Okay. Okay, so I didn't know it was urgent care though. Is it like the same? They just call it City MDs. Is it a different name?
You got City MDs in Jersey too.
Yeah, no, I know that, but like, why they just call it urgent care? Or is City MD a type of urgent care, or is City MD urgent care?
It's a type of urgent care, but it's like the full name is City MD Urgent Care. We actually just like are in the process of rebranding with Summit Health, or partnering with them.
Yeah, I don't know, because urgent care are like cool. I feel like they're just like if you can't get to a hospital, but they. For something they send you over there anyway, so I don't really see the point of like. I see the point, but sometimes it's like
there's certain things that we can do that we can't do everything from urgent care. Like if you come in there and you're struggling breathing and like we can start the process to make sure that you don't die in the office, but in terms to do the necessary tests and stuff like that, we don't have everything on site.
Do people know that before from people that come in? Do they know that when they go to urgent care, or they find out?
They more often than not they know. Like people will do the research. I can probably count on my hand the amount of people that come in and say like, "What you mean you can't do this?"
Yeah, like I need a surgery. I need a new knee or some shit.
So, yeah, they'll come in there like, "Oh, I know you'll do X-rays. Can you do an MRI or can you do an ultrasound?" I'm like, "Yeah, we can't." Like, nah.
I definitely was thinking about hitting y'all up for it. MRI, bro. I was thinking about like it was a place where they actually do.
You would come to us, but then we work with a outpatient that you would send you to, that your insurance. Like we'll do the legwork for you to make sure your insurance and stuff is set and you don't go there having to pay out of pocket or you find out that you're not covered. But in terms of actually doing certain tests, we don't have the capabilities for it now.
Okay, so how is managing a City MD?
It's dope, bro. Like I really like managing. I like helping people grow individually as well as like as a team. Every job has its hiccups, bro.
Yeah, I get that.
Every job.
So is there a difference between like? I'm not gonna say who this. Like, is it a difference between like? How much difference is it between like managing a bar and managing people at a bar and managing people at like in the health field, or is this the same thing as managing?
No, it's different. Like in a bar, and I don't mean it anyway for people who are in the bar. In the bar, you come there, you got to really manage. Like, all right, there's certain bars that I worked at where they allow you to drink to kind of pair up with your, you take a shot with me and shit like that. And they have their own goals, but like you don't see, you see the difference. Like when we finish bartending, this person will kick in the gear. All right, cool, I gotta go home and sleep because I got class in the morning. Okay. And they turn that shit back on in the night. Over here at like City MD Urgent Care, like I have I have patients that are students. Staff members that are students also, and like they come there, they'll pull me aside like, hey, can I get 20 minutes because I gotta go take this class real quick. And you see like there's different like growth between it, and in terms of like they don't gotta turn on this persona to profit off or to make money or to work to grow, but they both have the same goals in a sense. Like they're both working towards something. It's just like different paths that they take. Okay,
so after City MD. So what would you say would be not even that? What would you say would be the easiest type of atmosphere to manage in the job setting? Like, would it be like restaurant, bar? I know you did other stuff. But I'm saying from overall.
Easiest to manage? It's hard to say. I think each of them have their challenges. What I prefer would probably be the medical field. I don't have to deal with the alcoholics and the people who I got to
We're up now. Yeah.
The reason I pulled away from that, the restaurant is one because like my ideas started getting pulled up and they started taking them and turning it into their own and I got no profit from it. And I found myself getting triggered by people who were coming in there drunk and belligerent and acting up, and I have to go play security because it's not at a big event night and there's no security, so it's just me. Okay. I'm not trying to go put my hands on people, bro. I'm good on that.
Yeah, so it's not enough managers.
They have the managers. It's just, they got homies that can hold me down and back me, and there's ones that hide in the back and call the cops. That's all.
So I'm trying to think. Cause I like how accessible are you as a manager? Because normally in place you don't really see the manager because it's supervisor and manager, I believe.
Yeah.
Right. So like, how accessible are you? Well, and so far in your profession is doing it. How accessible have you been to your employees?
Hands on. I'm doing COVID tests and everything.
Even when you didn't have to, or just as far as that?
There's been, because of me, my energy, like I need to be doing something and moving around and hands-on is something.
So it's an option to be hands-on as a manager?
They expect it, maybe not as much as I am, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, because like I said, I only spice the manager if I was gonna get fired or some shit. I'm like, yo, it's over. Nah. Like, I never even seen this.
I mean, like I sit down with my employees throughout the day and I'll have like 10-minute conversation. What's going on?
No, that's a rare thing though. Like I said, because like I said, my experience with jobs it was a little bit different than that, bro. I was like, yeah, it was like a whole revolution going on.
I've had jobs like that, and it takes like that one manager to be like, all right, cool.
Now it's PTSD, bro. I can't rock with y'all, man.
I feel you on that.
It'd be like.
Don't niggas say I can't rock with y'all. Don't throw me in that category.
Nah, but it's like you do the job for like how X amount of time you be there, and then you know what I'm saying, put you in the office, right? Then one day you see somebody you never even fucking seen before, bro. He was like, I was a manager for like 10 years. I'm like, who was you? Like, yeah, I only came in to say like, you out of here, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I never liked that shit though, man.
I feel you on that.
That's why like, I respect like hands-on managers and anybody that's hands-on because you could do it, but you know they don't never do that shit.
Yeah, I try to be as accessible as possible to them.
Yeah, I think you gotta be. That changes the dynamic of the job, and it like it takes away potential stress of being a job. You know what I'm saying? Either because you know you can't, even though it's an employee relationship, co-worker relationship. I mean, you don't know them, but still, it's not like it lowers the possibility of this person might be like you gonna really do some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like it just lowers it. You can't stop it because you don't know. Nobody's about to lose their job over anybody else, but at least it lowers the possibility.
I feel like making myself open or available, they can come over to me and unleash all that shit, and by the time they leave my office, it's like, all right, cool, let me get back to it.
Yeah, but I think every job need that.
Hell yeah.
But I'm saying, they don't even offer that, you doing that though. That's that's where my grudge comes in, but that's a whole nother thing of what people, like, she get paid for even saying that shit.
Yeah, word.
But I'm saying, everybody getting mental health breaks now too. Actually, a mental health break, bro.
Definitely do it.
I think they want to adopt that shit though.
Nah, they can't do that, bro. After the year we've been through, that'll be some shit.
Nah, yeah, they can't do it. That'd be crazy. So, had a break. So I know it's about to be a wild cut.
I was thirsty, bro. Fuck.
Yo. So, all right. So, what is your like plans with the management thing though? Or you gonna be a manager, like climb the ranks? That's it, or you got like other goals?
I like the company that I'm with right now. I don't mind the growth that comes with it. Mm-hmm. Long term though, like I started my family started a catering business out here. It was doing really, really well. But then like the two head people people who are cooking, the people who are handling it, moved out to Atlanta.
You moved to Atlanta.
So they building it up out there. The plan is to get a food truck, or at least my plan for the company is to have them get a food truck out there. If it progresses into a storefront, great. But build the name out there and then gain the money to bring it back to New York. Because New York is fucking ridiculous in terms of... Bro, like there's a black market to get a food truck vending license.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like the city will sell just enough for like, say like 5,000. You go on a black market, it's like 10 to 15 just to get that to use it. Like they'll sell it back to you.
That's crazy.
So it's hard to try and build a company out here unless you got the capital to do it.
I always tell people though, like the tri-state area is probably like the hustling state. There's money in it,
but you gotta find the right spots. Bro.
You gotta find the right spot. It's a hustling state though. You know what I'm saying?
How corner stores exist, bro. They on every corner.
I think
how Chinese food store restaurants.
I honestly
exist,
think.
bro?
I think that's like. I think that's just like they second. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their store, but it ain't their store.
I don't know.
That's the only way. That's the only way.
Like I understand like how the Chinese do it, because how they come to the country, they work for somebody, they build their money up, and then they open their own, and then they bring people to work for them. Mm-hmm. Like it's a whole. Black people don't do that shit, bro. Like they open up a You come to America, you work to like in a Chinese food store. But your plan is like, you know what, I really want to own a dry cleaner. You work for them for a certain amount of time, you build up your money. You don't really you build up your money working with them, and then when it's your time to be promoted, then they say, all right, cool, you get this dry cleaning, and then we'll bring people to backfill you. Like black people don't do that shit, bro.
I mean, they can do it though. I mean, people are doing it because
it's coming.
We living in the LLC era right now, so it is. So like, I'd say like maybe a few years, it's gonna be a business everywhere, bro.
I believe it. That's if people are like serious about it, man. And people like with these PPE loans, we're not gonna get into that, but like people could have took that shit and really blossomed. There's too many motherfuckers with BMWs on the road that can't drive right now, bro. That shit don't make no sense.
It is a lot of BMWs on the road though, with that fresh ass temp tag, bro.
Y'all can't drive, bro. Like it's so cruise. You don't gotta speed everywhere.
Nah, they gotta get out of there, bro.
You can't. You don't gotta. The ladies don't love that shit all the time, bro. You can't speed everywhere.
You gotta speed everywhere. So, what's the name of y'all got a name of the company though?
It's SNS Catering.
SNS Catering.
Word.
Are y'all on like Instagram and stuff?
Instagram.
Are y'all already there?
SNS Catering, yeah.
Word. So let's say if somebody wanted something in Jersey.
I can make it happen. I got somebody out here that can work. That's a part of the company itself. Mm-hmm. It's just not the hands of the owners, if that makes sense. So the recipes will be the same. It'll be consistent, but it's not the hands of the owners, and it's a lot different in terms of the quality.
But they might want to support though.
They can support it. Like don't hold me like by all means. The food is great. It always will be great.
What kind of food?
Jamaican food, West Indian food. The best food.
The best food?
It's all,
the best
food. July 4th, we're going to throw something. And I'm going to have the family come out. We're going to cook. And then if you want something, you got to pull up. That's the only time y'all get free food.
Yeah,
July 4th.
Yeah, you heard that. Yeah, because...
Right over to Queens, leave the antics at home, but pull up and show some love.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because after July 4th, you got to pay, what, 100% after that. Free on July 4th.
You might get a little discount. I'll show some love to that.
No, that's fire though. That's fire. Word. But then if you go to Atlanta, it's a lot of restaurants now, though, bro.
There is, but if anybody from Atlanta show love and shit, but the Jamaican food out there is shit, bro.
I never had Jamaican food from Atlanta, so I don't know.
Like it's not good, bro.
But, I mean, but how do you know? So what stands out about yours without giving out recipes and all that?
It's home style cooking. It's that cooking that you go to Jamaica. Bro, I wish you gotta get a scene of the outside. You gotta see how our grill is set up out there. Like it's Jamaican food. Like we cook outside. We set up our own little rock pit at one point, and we was making food out there in the backyard.
But like the running joke with that though, right?
What's that?
Like, I mean, you don't have it, bro. Like by a certain time, it's sold out, bro.
Oh yeah, that's a fact, bro.
Yo, y'all need more, bro. Y'all need more. It be so like,
that
bro,
be going so quickly, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yo, order more, bro. Just order more.
July 4th, bro. I'm spending some money on product. We gonna turn this block. We gonna turn this block out. Every time we have events, bro, the whole neighborhood pull up.
Yeah, but you gotta bring out the
SNS,
yeah, bring out SNS. If you throw out the cookout with SNS, you violent.
They coming.
Yeah, but have the title there, bro. Get the t-shirts. I mean, get them for them.
We got the shirts, we got the caps. I'm gonna get a banner to throw up. We gonna have like a little bit of flyers. It's gonna be legit.
Word, so SNS, word. So now that's super fire though, man.
Word.
4th of July, they on Instagram, right?
Of course.
Facebook?
I'm gonna share it with you. Facebook,
yeah, I'm gonna put it like somewhere.
Instagram, we got Instagram. Instagram is more reliable. I run it.
Word. What you going to the restaurant thing or no?
Go back into a restaurant? Only if it's my own.
No.
Only if it's my own.
No. Are you planning on owning your own?
That's the plan. Like long term. I don't know where I'm gonna end up. Like I'm at this like period of life where I'm just spontaneous and like living free. But wherever I do end up, there's gonna be a storefront there. Whether it be the first or the second, it's gonna come.
All right, so you already here first. This is What's the 9 to 5 podcast. I got you said like 4 names.
We gonna go with John Wick.
Yeah, got John Wick. SNS Catering. Holler at them on Instagram. show love. Alleged future bar owner. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here, man. More vibes. Come and rock with us, man. Appreciate I'm bugging. It's not even looking in here. That's the crazy part. Appreciate everybody that's watching it. Appreciate everybody coming in, man, watching. Word. Just vibe with us, man. Word.